Humanity has been driven from Earth, but now it's time to take it back. Join the Reconquest and fight the Scourge on the Drop Zone Commander Hub at beastsofwar.com. Fight for the Iron Kingdoms as a warcaster. Take control of the mighty jacks, arcane devices, and dark sorceries to bring the fight to the War Machine Hub on beastsofwar.com.
Hello everybody, I am joined by Sam and Chris from Darker Days Radio as
Hello.
well. Yeah. Sam from Beast of War, Chris from Darker Days Radio. Sam has not transferred across to Darker Days Radio.
Yet.
Don't
I
say
do
that.
like World of Darkness, you know, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, well, today we are here to have a look at the 1.5 upgrade set for Kingdom Death Monster. So those of you who got the original Kingdom Death Monster, this is what you're going to want to be picking up. But I believe anyone picking up a set now would be getting the automatic updated set, yeah?
So this set, which if we can see it in the camera as well, because it's the nice black box. So that set is with backers of the 1.5 edition.
Yes.
So you either have that as part of the core game, so everything in there comes in the core game now.
Yeah.
So if you go to the shop now, online, and buy the core game, all that's in there, which is great.
Excellent.
It is still quite the hefty purchase whenever you grab the full set.
Then if you backed, you can get that. And so I got that, my own set before Christmas, I imagine. Yeah. And there's a whole load of new cards. There's some new miniatures, so you have to kind of swap some things out because there's some updates. But it's worth it. So I guess we open the box.
Yeah, please. I've been dying to see inside.
Alright, I know we say this a lot, but let's see what's in the box. So
first thing is, it's a nice box. Meaning, if you're an original backer or you have the original core game, you've now got a nice new box for all the extra monsters. So when you get your cards for the monsters, and because in the game you can't put every expansion in the game. You will break the game doing that. Okay, so
or your players.
Sounds like a challenge.
You can keep the expansions you're not using in this box.
Ah, I see. All right, well, the first thing we come to is rulebook. They've redone this in a beautiful hardback, and if I turn this, they've actually blacked the edges.
It's a very beautiful looking book.
So
this now feels a lot stronger.
There's some refinements of the rules. There's some new settlement events. They've updated. So this is all the hunt events.
Yeah.
These have all been updated.
I remember these.
We'll get to that when we play.
Yeah. I think we'll get young Sam playing here as well.
I cannot wait. I've been dying to play this game.
Yeah. And there is obviously a new nemesis in the game, because the game now lasts for 30 Lantern years.
Oh, that makes me happy.
When we play, what we will see is that when people see the later Lantern years that we'll be playing, we are going to use the updated rule set. So we're going to have to massage the rules a bit, because there's some new changes to the Lantern year sheet, to the campaign sheet. Yeah, so we'll see that now.
Next thing down is our character sheets.
So again,
are there any changes to this? Or just tidy ups?
There's a few tidy ups. There's a new tick box, which is for there's a reroll box that you use once per lifetime. So that's linked to the update to the survival of the fittest principle.
Okay. We then get, of course, a new pad for settlement sheets, and you can see instantly this has just completely extended out. And it's the actual story events and stuff. If we're switching across from the campaign we're already running, will that change much?
Not that much. The main change with 1.5 is we don't get to keep multiple saviors. We only have one savior at a time.
I see.
I think that means we have to murder one of our saviors off
camera. That's going to be such a tough choice.
Do we keep red or do we keep blue? I don't know.
You see, Sarah, who's the red savior, is older, but Jezebel, who's the blue savior, is younger.
I think that makes sense. We keep the blue savior because we would have lost our red savior sooner.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to.
Sarah has one fight.
We're gonna have to fudge it, but that's fine. Yeah. This game, remember, is good to fudge because again, you can make the game your own, and with these things like updates and expansions and so forth, these things will happen.
Yeah. One change I'm noticing is that we would have had the Kingsman encounter in year 9 instead of year 10, but that's not a huge issue, so we'll be moving straight on to Lantern year 11 with the Regal visit.
What year, Lantern year are you on now?
We'll be moving into Lantern year 11.
So I see.
If anybody hasn't watched the series yet, we do have the first 10 Lantern years of a campaign in the bag. It's a lot of fun, and a lot of these games, whenever you have like story events and stuff like this, you kind of have to worry about spoilers. Not really in this game, because every time you play, it's going to be different.
Yeah, like the spoilers. Yeah,
there are some main storyline things that are bound to happen that you're going to see that you maybe don't want to see, but
and depending on what story events you get in your game and in the expansions, you will get to explore little different bits of the setting. So every time you play, you might learn something new about the game.
Yeah, and your survivors are totally different every time. That's
something I'm really looking forward to. I want to dig into the background and lore, the little pieces you see as you go through.
Yeah. Well, for anyone that's interested, the first couple of videos that we did, Sam actually did some stories in the forums.
I did. I was a bit stuck for something to write once, and I've been watching the first 2 Let's Plays while I was in Japan. I just went, sod it, I'm writing some comedy. Comedy stories in Kingdom Death.
Yeah, but you did it as if it was me, Warren, and Chris waking up in the Kingdom Death world. So I think you captured my character pretty much perfectly, because I would be that confused and afraid.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So I had you being the confused straight man for it, while Warren runs around yelling and trying to hit things.
Okay,
that was fun to write.
Yeah. Next thing down in the box, new miniatures?
Yes, so what we've got there is we've got the parts to make the Gold Smoke Knight, which is the new final boss.
Ah, I see.
And we also got parts to make 2 new survivors.
Well, let's get a So I assume the top row here is all the Gold Smoke Knight, yeah?
Yeah.
So we've got his legs, his body, some faces, some gribbly bits, his weapon,
his base,
and then on the other side we've got
the Old Man Survivor.
Yeah, some kind of badass.
Bone clubs. So bone clubs are some new weapon cards that we get to add in.
Nice.
So, I think, let's admit, I'm gonna fudge the rules a bit when we for the new Lantern years, and we'll add a bone club into our collection of items just so we've got it ready to use.
Well, sure, surely we can drop some piece of kit that we have.
Yeah, and then we also the other survivor is the adolescent survivor. So we
have all 3 painted.
Let's start with the adolescent survivor.
Okay. Oh, that's lovely. Nice paint job, Chris, as always.
Thank you. So she's quite small.
I love bringing you across. You just do beautiful paintwork, man.
Yeah.
Because this is the Old Man Survivor.
Now, this guy I really like. Oh, isn't that a beautiful model?
He stands a good, head or more above her.
Yeah.
He's massive.
Now, when you first showed this to me, and because my mind only works in Pratchett references, I immediately thought of Cohen the Barbarian, who's had a lifetime of experience of not dying.
And then we have the Gold Smoke Knight.
No, I'm going to be delicate with this because I don't want to scratch it.
Oh, he's fairly...
Well, I'm thinking more your paintwork.
It's been varnished enough, don't worry. So yeah, that's all in non-metallic metal, so...
that is beautiful.
It was a good excuse to try and nail that down.
Yeah, the detail work you've done on the fur, just getting that light change is really nice.
I particularly like the coloration of the smoke pouring.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen interpretations where people have done it so it looks like, fiery smoke, like, reds and yellows, but I went with blue because it just pops.
See, for me, whenever I do smokes, I always like a blue-purple, just something quite heavy looking.
Over the course of the game, do we learn the background lore of him?
Little bits.
Some hints.
The game is...
You make the story, really.
Yeah, I mean, Adam Poots has been keen to give out what information he can in interviews and stuff, but at the same time, a lot is held back because there's clearly other stuff in the background that we can only imagine that he's going to put out in another expansion or will be out in maybe another game. I don't know yet. I mean, he has...
My wallet just twitched. My wallet just twitched.
Again when we interviewed him for Darker Days, and that was
I listened to that interview.
It's a good interview to listen to because he talks a lot about the... We talked about the design process, the game design process for this and what inspired him. So
we'll definitely have to fire a link in the description.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very long.
It is, but it's good.
But what's more perfect for whenever you're sitting down for a day's painting than just stick on a good podcast?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
More
next-
stuff.
next
More
layer of
stuff.
box.
More stuff.
So we've got some
a new
updated
first
cards.
day.
Yeah, it's just an update. Nothing too wild. So let's put that to the side.
And then we come to
An updated hunt track and settlement track. So this is now hardback card.
yes, and it's in 3 pieces instead of the 2 that we had before.
Yeah, it's just a lot better.
Oh, that is a beautiful
And then,
piece of
are
cake.
there any changes along the
So
hunt
they've
track?
just pointed out where you get special encounters in the timeline of the hunt events. Do you see that red marker there? If you keep going, there we go.
Here.
So it's just basically telling you sometimes you can have events where you have a showdown which doesn't take place within the normal lantern year cycle. Because if you have those showdowns, you don't get to generate endeavors. So that's why you see that when you
so
do
you
it,
step
it leads
away
you
here.
all the way back to here to update the death count.
I see.
So that's all it means.
So it's just clearing up what people should be doing and when.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the quality of it. Then we're
some
on to
updates
locations.
of some of the settlement locations.
Yeah.
So these are things also that some people will have seen before because some of these were made available via PDF. So they're just minor updates, but again,
It's nice to see it get fully tidied up.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, the game is so hefty. It's worth having that love and attention put into it. Right. Moving along. What is all this?
So what have we got here? Right, okay, so what have we got? We've got reroll tokens. These are to represent your once per lifetime reroll tokens if you've got survival of the fittest survivors. So useful.
Yeah.
We've got endeavor counters. So we can keep track of our endeavors at the in the settlement. So,
yeah, whenever we were sitting chatting during the settlement phase going,
so how
many do we have?
No, now we know.
Yes, doing simple math on camera was not so easy.
Yeah, what's 5 minus 4 now?
I find that difficult off camera. So
And then we have this as well. So, what is this?
that's just a cut down version, a short version of the settlement track.
No, I
It's just
like
useful
having
for
that.
reference.
Yeah, that, and if you've got a smaller play area, instead of laying out the huge one,
Exactly.
that makes life a little bit easier for you.
And then you've got just a reminder of what the priority target token does.
Yes, which is very useful. You can also pass that to whoever has it, just so that they can say, I definitely have it. Next layer down, we get a new die.
So that red die, it's because I've not used it yet in my own campaigns. Happens towards the tail end of the campaign.
Gotcha.
It's a special kind of fate die kind of mechanic. I'm not going to get into much more because, to be honest, I haven't played it yet. So, but then you get some new dividers just to replace the ones in the game. So if you look, they've got artwork, and that matches the ones that come with the expansions.
These
are
lovely.
beautiful little components.
There's a whole new.
And we've got all the gear ones as well.
Yeah, so I think they've changed the height of them. So in the box they get a little bit bent when things rest on them. Not anymore.
Lovely. And then all of your gear.
Tons of new gear. So some of those are brand new.
Yeah.
Some of them are replacements to update how they operate. So see the oxidized lantern glaives.
Yeah.
So lantern glaives are a late game item you can make from iron. Oxidized makes them stronger.
Lovely.
And then of course we've got new AI cards, health level cards.
So, and I assume these come for
so if you turn
all the different ones?
Yeah, updates on new disorders, updates on
so different
everything
things that your BCs can do.
So there is a PDF available which explains how you swap in and out which cards in your boxed game.
That's really useful.
So if you already own Kingdom of Death 1.1, and you have this. There's a 1.1, 1.0, 1.3. I've lost track. This is 1.5. Some of these cards are new. Some of them are replacements. So just take your time.
Yeah.
Because it could be quite easy that you go, which version do I have?
Yeah, so again, we'll link to that PDF in the description below. That way you can actually find it and start following through.
Yeah.
Right, and then lastly, it's the...
Well, that's even more cards, even more items, resources, updates of... what are they? Innovations.
Yeah.
And
then just some extra cards. Well, it looks like they've done a fantastic job on the update. Everything in here is, I'm sure, stuff that people sat down to play the original version of the game and went, it could just be that little bit nicer if, say, the rulebook was in hardback. If this was in hard card.
From the interview you gave, it sounds like Adam Foos and the others really do listen to their players.
Yes.
Game.
So currently, the Wave 2 is now with backers, or
at the time of filming.
At the time of filming. So that means everyone who backed the 1.5 Kickstarter is now getting all the expansions, the original set of expansions. So Spidicules, Gorm, the Dragon King, all those monsters are now getting to them. And then the one we're waiting for, which hopefully... I can't guarantee.
Of course.
I'm hoping end of year. That was the plan.
Yeah.
Is Wave 3, which is the Gambler's Chest.
Yeah.
And now we're into all the brand new content.
Yeah.
So there's advanced rules, tons of new Survivor models, which are sculpted specifically to represent certain weapon combos and story events like the Murderer.
I did love the way during the campaign that it was a roll on a chart to see what they were unlocking.
It was meant to be a thing of like, oh, we roll, you back more stuff, we make another roll. And we just blew through them in one go. So it was like, well, we'll just reveal them as the dice say. And there's new nemesis in there. So there's the gambler himself. He's this guy with a huge ball that's made of people that holds above him. There's Atlas. Is it Atlas? Which is Santa. So evil Santa.
Krampus?
Kind of. So yeah, I know as much as you guys about that, really, in some respects. So there's loads for Kingdom Death to come. Yeah.
Well, I think the only thing left for us to do is actually get this 1.5 set merged into our own set and get some more games filmed. Because I have been dying to play more of this game since the last time we had you over. And hopefully we'll get Sam into play. Hopefully we'll get Warren into play. We may even see if we can get a 4-player game with all 4 of us going, because then we can all have one survivor each during like showdowns and stuff.
That'd be so much easier.
All right, well, everybody, tell you what, get your comments in below. Tell us, are you excited for Kingdom Death 1.5? Are you sitting there like me, biting your knuckle, going, should I just buy the full set and have a copy all my own? Because the number of times I've been sitting with my finger hovering over that purchase button and going, but I need to eat this month.
I mean, it's the same price as it was, and now there's even more stuff in there, and even better quality than it was before. So,
it's one of those games. Through your gaming life, I would say you have to own it. You have to own it at some point. All right, everybody, we'll move on here. Get those comments in. We'll see you soon.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now, and be sure to check out beastsofwar.com for the latest gaming news and gaming Let's Plays. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.